Hello, this is Tracy Clark with Gone Jeep, and we're here with John Quirin at the 2023 Colorado Flat Fender Fall Color Tour and his Jeep Zupan. Do I have that correct?
Zupan, yeah.
Okay. And how did you come up with that name, John?
It was stenciled on the vehicle from the previous original owners. It's a Polish word, I believe, that means small outfit. Because I'm 6'6", I figured it fit. I kind of wear my Jeep when I'm driving it.
And what year is this flat fender?
1952 3A.
And can you tell us a little bit about it? It's a pretty unique rig. We really love all the fabrication on it.
Yeah, it took 6 years to build the thing. Never really rushed through anything. I thought through every piece of it as much as I possibly could to create what Jeep might have built in 1952 as a concept vehicle for the next evolution of Jeep.
Okay, so this is something that former design team for Jeep, Mark Allen, would absolutely love. Let's walk around it. Tell us all about it.
Starting with the front bumper, a lot of people notice that. It's made out of streamlined chromoly, pretty unique piece of steel that's designed for airplanes mostly. I built the entire frame, stretched it. The frame's about 7 inches longer. The wheelbase is 9 inches longer than stock. From the front back, everything has been customized or made one of a kind. I fought real hard on getting the shocks put where they needed to be, especially in the rear where it wasn't going to rub, but I was still going to get the 11 inches of travel with the shocks. The leaf springs are 56-inch Dodge Durango leaf springs that I re-drilled the center for to create a pretty flexy, smooth ride. It does have a lot of body roll that I got to figure out, but the Dana 30 narrow track CJ-5 with 427s and Dana 44 rear are pretty much stock. I did do Dana 44 outers on the front steering to get a little bit stronger outers, disc brakes, and nice manual hubs. The underneath is one of my favorite places to be, so I painted everything because I figured I would spend most of my time under there. The skid plate from the front of the engine all the way back protects anything. The track bar to prevent any axle wrap in the rear seems to work pretty good. The dashboard I completely made by hand, hammer forming it over a piece of MDF, and made a pretty unique glove box, just really to challenge myself. That's really the whole point of this entire build, is really test my own skills. The roll cage was inspired by a 1932 Ford 5-window coupe. Again, because I'm 6'6", the B-pillars were quite a challenge where I wasn't going to be smashing my shoulders into stuff and my head into things. I think it turned out pretty good. It's probably not going to pass a NHRA inspection, but it'll take a rollover for sure. Rear body line that I created to kind of emulate Jeep Commando was mainly so I could move the rear wheel well back a little bit and not have to create a whole new side sheet metal panel. So that piece of 1/4 inch hot rolled steel really repositioned my rear wheel well to get me about 3 inches of movement towards the back. I had a lot of fun with the rear bumper, forming those D-ring mounts. I put those in my coal forge and pounded the holes through. Those aren't drilled. They are actually formed with a tapered awl, I guess you could call it. The exhaust is, the tip is turned down stainless steel, 1/4 inch wall, hopefully prevent any kind of damage. The fuel filler, steel is in my blood, and the hexagon is kind of a sign of the steel element, Fe26. So that's where you see a lot of the hexagons around this. The gussets, the gussets on the roll cage, things like that. Just kind of shows off the craziness that I put myself through with laying all those holes out. Side view mirrors, my wife said that every good project, good vehicle needs diamond earrings. So I did my best of making some diamond earrings for her. Windshield frame, you might notice the flush mount, no gasket. And it is a CJ-3B that's actually been raised in the middle of the glass, about 1.25 inches, and underneath the glass 1.5 inches. Again, because I'm so tall, it is a nice in-between between a CJ-3A and a 3B windshield frame.
And can you show us what's under the hood?
Yeah, definitely. It's a 1978 Buick 231. It was actually a turbo. There's no turbo on it now. Holly Sniper throttle body. I did the Chevy Astro van Hydro Boost with the mid-80s Chevy master cylinder. And this thing stops on a dime with 4-wheel disc brakes. There's no concern about getting this thing slowed down other than the super swampers sliding all over the place.
Okay, and this is interesting.
The cross member for the shocks, reading magazines all my life, I always wanted shocks poking through into the engine compartment, and I thought it might need a cross member, so I created my own cross member to fit under the hood.
And I definitely like the way you have your plug wires in there.
Nice. My good buddy Adam did all the wiring for me. That is one thing I understand, but I'm not very good at, is wiring and how everything really works on that side of it. So.
What transmission and transfer case are you running?
Ford T18 from a 78 Ford truck, F-250, I believe. And a Dana 300, 1980 with the short output shaft, which yielded me about a 27-inch long drive shaft, rear drive shaft. And no 4-to-1 kit, just all stock on that.
And what gears?
427s. They're stock from the CJ-5. I think I need to play around with those a little bit. I was in between gears yesterday, but it's been a 6-year project that having it out for the first time out here at the Colorado Fall Colors Tour has been a dream of mine since I bought it. And I couldn't be happier about how everything's going, how this Jeep has just made me so dang happy. It's awesome.
Well, thank you for sharing it with us.
Yeah,
we appreciate it.
For sure.